The practice room was unusually quiet that evening. Not silent, never silent, but softened, as if the walls themselves were holding their breath. The faint echo of music had long faded, leaving behind only the rhythmic sound of footsteps and the occasional rustle of fabric. Under the dim lights, Jungkook stood at the center, chest rising and falling as he caught his breath, strands of hair clinging to his forehead. Across from him, Jimin watched quietly. There was something different in the air tonight, something heavier, yet warmer. "You pushed too hard again," Jimin said softly, stepping closer. Jungkook let out a small laugh, brushing it off. "I'm fine, just wanted to get it perfect." Jimin tilted his head, eyes scanning Jungkook's face, like he was reading a language only he understood. "You always say that." There was no accusation in his voice, just concern, familiar, gentle concern. And Jungkook didn't argue, because deep down, he knew. Jimin always noticed the things no one else did. An unexpected visit. What neither of them realized was that they weren't alone. Outside the slightly open door, a figure stood still, hands clasped together as if unsure whether to step in or turn away. Jungkook's mother had arrived quietly, her presence unannounced. She had wanted it that way. No fuss, no preparation, just a simple visit to see her son. But what she saw instead was something far more intimate than she expected. Through the narrow gap, she watched. She saw the way Jimin reached out, gently fixing Jungkook's collar without asking. The way Jungkook didn't flinch, didn't pull away, but instead leaned ever so slightly into the touch. It was subtle, so subtle that anyone else might have missed it. But a mother never does. Her heart tightened. The language of small things. Inside the room, the world felt smaller, just the two of them, as it often did. "You skipped dinner again, didn't you?" Jimin asked, crossing his arms. Jungkook looked away, a guilty smile tugging at his lips. "I'll eat later." "You said that yesterday." "And I did eat. Half a sandwich doesn't count." Jungkook laughed, the sound light and unguarded. "You're worse than my mom." At that, Jimin paused. Something flickered in his eyes, something softer, almost hesitant. "Maybe someone has to be," he said quietly. Jungkook didn't respond right away. Instead, he looked at Jimin, really looked at him, and in that moment, the teasing faded, replaced with something deeper, something unspoken. "Thanks," he said, barely utter a whisper. Jimin smiled, and it wasn't the bright, stage-ready smile the world adored. It was smaller, warmer, meant only for Jungkook. A mother's realization. Outside the door, Jungkook's mother pressed her hand gently against her chest. She had seen her son laugh 1,000 times. She had seen him succeed, struggle, grow. But this was different. This was the kind of happiness that didn't need to be loud. It lived in the quiet spaces, in shared glances, in gentle touches, and in the way two people moved around each other like they belonged in the same orbit. Her eyes began to sting, because suddenly she understood. Jungkook wasn't just okay, he was safe, he was loved. The moment that changed everything. The door creaked slightly as she pushed it open. Both boys turned instantly. "Mom?" Jungkook's eyes widened, surprise flashing across his face. When did you get here?" "I just arrived," she said softly, her voice steady despite the emotion swelling inside her. Jimin straightened immediately, bowing politely. "Hello, ma'am." But before he could say anything else, she stepped forward. And then, she did something neither of them expected. She reached out and took Jimin's hands in hers. For a moment, time seemed to freeze. Jimin's eyes widened slightly, caught off guard. Jungkook stood frozen, unsure what was happening. But Jungkook's mother only smiled, a trembling, emotional smile. "Thank you," she said. Jimin blinked. She thanked him for taking care of him. Her voice cracked, and just like that, the tears spilled over. Jungkook had seen his mother cry before, but not like this, not with a smile, not with relief. "Mom," he whispered, stepping closer. She shook her head gently, laughing through her tears. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional." but she didn't let go of Jimin's hands. Instead, she held them a little tighter. "I've always worried about him," she continued. "He gives so much of himself, sometimes too much." Jungkook looked down, unable to meet her eyes. "And I can't always be there," she said. "I can't always see if he's eating, if he's resting, if he's okay." Her gaze returned to Jimin. "But you do." Jimin's throat tightened. He didn't know what to say, because how could he explain that it was never a burden, that taking care of Jungkook wasn't something he had to do, it was something he wanted to do. "I'm not perfect," Jimin said quietly. Jungkook's mother smiled. "You don't have to be." There was a pause, a moment where words felt too small for what they were trying to hold. So instead, Jimin did the only thing he could. He nodded, a small, firm nod, a promise without words, and somehow that was enough. Jungkook's heart laid bare. Jungkook watched the exchange, emotions swirling inside him. He wasn't used to this, to being seen so clearly, to having the two most important people in his life standing in the same space, connected by something he couldn't quite put into words. "Hey," Jimin said softly, turning to him. "You okay?" Such a simple question, but it hit harder than anything else. Jungkook swallowed, blinking back the sudden sting in his eyes. "Yeah, His voice faltered, and for once, he didn't try to hide it. "I didn't know you felt that way," he admitted, glancing at his mother. She smiled gently. A mother always knows. He let out a shaky laugh, then looked back at Jimin, and in that moment, there was no stage, no cameras, no expectations, just honesty, just them. The room felt warmer now, lighter, as if something unspoken had finally found its way into the open. Jungkook's mother stepped back, wiping her tears. "I didn't mean to interrupt your practice." "You didn't," Jungkook said quickly. Jimin nodded. "Not at all." She chuckled softly. "Good, because I think this was more important." Her gaze lingered on both them, on the way they stood close without realizing it, on the quiet understanding that passed between them, and her heart felt at peace, because she knew whatever path her son chose, whatever challenges lay ahead, he wouldn't be walking it alone. A moment ARMY would never forget. Later that night, the world would go on as usual, schedules, rehearsals, performances. But for those who believed in moments like this, those who found meaning in the smallest gestures, this was everything. Not because it was loud, not because it was dramatic, but because it was real in the way that mattered most. A mother's tears, a quiet promise, and two hearts standing side by side, unshaken, unhidden, and finally understood.